Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Irfan Danish bin Muhammad Izaini, and today I'll be presenting one of the foundational concepts in Islamic finance, which is Mudharabah. This topic is important because it shows how financial can be both ethical and Sharia compliant. My presentation is based on two articles, which is one by Yustiari et al. And other by Mia et al. I'll be discussing what Mudharabah is and some of the key issues it faces and solutions suggested by both articles to make it more effective and secure. Mudharabah is a form of partnership where one party provides the capital and the other party manages the business. It's widely used in Islamic finance because it aligns with Sharia principles, especially the prohibition of riba or interest. The person who provides the money is called the Rabb ul-Mal, and the person who manages the business is called the Mudarib. The profit generated from the business is shared between both parties based on a ratio they agreed on before starting. However, if there is a financial loss, that loss is fully borne by the capital provider, unless the mudarib is proven to be negligent, dishonest, or in the breach of agreement. There are several characteristics that make Mudharabah unique and different from other conventional financing. First, it has no interest riba is involved, making it compliant with Islamic law. Next is it is built on trust, honesty, and transparency. The Mudarib contribute their skill, time, and effort, while the Rabb ul-Mal provide the capital. Profits are shared fairly, and losses are not shared unless due to misconduct. This structure encourages fairness and support entrepreneurship without placing debt burden on the entrepreneur. Let's look at the first major issue: information asymmetry and moral hazard. This means that Mudarib has more control and access to business information rather than the investor. Since the investor cannot directly observe day-to-day operation, they have to trust the manager report. Mia et al. 2023 highlight this issue by stating Mudharabah suffer from a moral hazard due to lack of transparency, where the fund manager may take advantage of the financial limited oversight. This creates a risk that the mudarib may misreport profit or take unnecessary risk, knowing that any losses will not affect them personally. Mia et al. Propose several practical solutions. One of the key recommendations is to use the fintech, financial technology, is to improve monitoring and transparency. Fintech tools can allow real-time tracking business performance, automated financial report, and make it easier for both parties to access accurate information. They also suggest standardized contract with a clear term and regular communication between the investor and the manager to reduce misunderstanding on dishonest behavior. In short, technology and clarity are the keys to reducing information gap and moral hazard. The second issue is the high risk exposure for the investor. Since the investor is the one provide the capital, they bear all the financial risk if the business fail unless the mudarib clearly violated the agreement. Yustiari et al. 2020 explained that this high level of risk discourage many financial institutions from using Mudharabah. As they have stated, financial institutions are hesitant to offer Mudharabah because they must bear all the loss if the project fails, unless negligence is proven. This causes investors to avoid Mudharabah and instead choose safer financial structure like Murabahah, cost plus sales, where risks are lower. To solve this, Yustiari et al. Recommend using risk mitigation strategy. This includes first, stronger due diligence by carefully screening business partner before investing. Second one is government support or guarantees. Authorities can help reduce risk by offering guarantee or insurance. And the last one is takaful. This is Sharia compliant insurance that help to protect the investor capital in the case of losses. By applying this method, the investor's confidence can increase and Mudharabah can become a more appealing option for Islamic bank and individual. The third issue is the lack of strong legal regulatory system to support Mudharabah. In many countries, there are no clear laws or structure to protect both parties in the case of dispute. Also, there are no proper system to monitor the business progress. Based on Yusari et al. That mentioned there are no adequate mechanism to monitor Mudharabah arrangement, especially when the project are long term. Without any strong laws, investors may feel unprotected and avoid using Mudharabah altogether. To improve this, the article suggests to develop a stronger legal regulatory framework. This includes creating a clear law and enforcement mechanism to protect both parties. Second is to strengthening the Sharia governance so that the contract follow both legal and religious rules. The third one is to establish a monitor system to track the business and ensure accountability. With these changes, the investor can feel more secure and confident that their money is protected and that any dispute can be fairly resolved. To sum up everything, Mudharabah is a powerful and ethical financing model in Islamic finance. It encourages entrepreneurship and fair profit sharing. However, it also faces three main challenges. First is lack of transparency and moral hazard. Second one is high financial risk for the investor. And the last one is weak legal support and poor monitoring system. Based on the solution discussed by Mehmiah et al. And Yustiadi et al., this problem can be addressed through better technology, legal reform, risk management, and clear communication. With the right improvement, Mudharabah has the potential to grow and become a secured, fair, and Sharia compliant way to finance businesses. That's all from me. Thank you.